Hello friends! So, in honor of Halloween and all of the crazy creepy blood, like this one which you guys might recognize from my video, I thought that today was the perfect opportunity to do a blood drive video because blood, Halloween, works. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys my experiences, what you can do to prepare, yeah. Okay, so I have donated blood 4 times. I donated twice at my high school, once at a church somewhere in that direction, and then a 3rd time now in my college. They were all pretty different-ish experiences, but yeah. Information about blood donation. So, there are key components in blood. But the main ones that you can donate with the Red Cross are red blood cells, platelets, and plasma. You can donate just blood if you want. That's generally what most people do. You just go and then it's just all of it together. Or you can go to give specific things. But for those well, I don't know too much about those, but I think it might take a little longer. Because also, they hook you up to this machine and it takes out what you're giving but brings back what you're not giving. I heard that they also put in some saline to make it feel nice or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, because blood is they separate it generally into those 3 categories. That's why they say that with one standard blood donation you can save up to 3 lives, because they do split it into the red blood cells, platelets, and plasma. So that's why they tell you with 1 unit of blood they can save up to 3 lives. So that's pretty cool. Also, I did not actually know this part, but when you give blood, it doesn't just automatically go to the hospital, because they have to take it and then they'll test it to make sure that you don't have any illnesses, that your blood's good. If your blood isn't eligible, I guess you'd say, they don't just throw it out, which is what I thought they did, but instead they go and they send it off to testing facilities, so they see how things affect that kind of blood. So that's also cool. So no matter what, you're helping out somehow. But anyways, the blood that is good, it gets sent away to the testing centers, and then it gets sent to another place, I think. Then it gets sent to the hospitals. First off, to make your appointment, either you can sign up through your school or job. They might have some sort of place where you can go sign up and fill out the forms, or you could just go to redcrossblood.org and then make an account and sign up for an appointment. Personally, I signed up through my school the first time, so I don't know how it might be the first time that you do it. So, to prepare, in at least I'd say a week in advance, start drinking lots of water if you don't already do that, because the more water you drink beforehand, the faster the donation process can go. And then also the day before, you should eat a lot of iron-rich foods, because your iron, the iron levels in your blood do have to be, I think it's 12.3 or something on I don't know what scale it is, but regardless, you have to have a certain amount of iron in your blood. So I would recommend eating lots of iron-rich foods. I'll generally have my mom make me beans and stuff the day before, so I can make sure that I have enough iron. And then also you want to sleep at least decently the night before, because it's important. Then you won't feel, there's less of a chance that you'll feel not great if you sleep better. Yeah. On the day of your donation, you should probably eat a full breakfast, continue drinking lots of water. Don't eat too much, but make sure that you're not, giving blood on an empty stomach. That can't be good. Or, a full stomach doesn't sound like a good idea either. So, do that. Be aware that they do have some food like after you donate. Like generally they'll have like cookies, like Teddy Grahams, stuff like that, granola bars, bagels, muffins, things of that sort. Although this one time I did go to one and they had lobster rolls, so I don't know, that might have just been a thing that that specific place did. I don't know. But don't count out lobster rolls. It's generally just like the Teddy Grahams. And then they also always have juice. They always have juice and water because they want to make sure that you're okay. So when you go in, the first time that you go, they'll have you fill out like your information and all that. By the way, you do not need to know your blood type. In fact, I don't remember if they actually ask you or not, but you don't need to know your blood type, so it's cool if you don't. You would like fill out the stuff, blah blah blah, and then you fill out the sheet that you have to fill out every single time you go. And it's just like the basic height, weight, like have you smoked a cigarette, full or part of it in the last whatever days, are you pregnant, blah, all that stuff. So they make you fill that out every single time. And then they also, every time, they will give you this binder full of information, and then you should read it, or at the very least skim through it, because there's like no stuffer in it or something. So you do that, and then you hand it back. They'll give you a number, and then you just have to sit and wait till it's called. Once you get called, you'll get called into like this little cubicle type thing, and they'll sit you down next to like this table with this laptop, and then they'll prick your finger, which is the most painful part, by the way. Just know that whatever pain you feel when they prick your finger, your arm will not feel anywhere near that bad. So yeah. Anyways, they'll prick your finger, they'll like take the thing, and they'll put it into the machine to see if you have enough iron. But yeah, and while they're waiting for the machine to like calculate that, they'll take your temperature and all that. They'll take your blood pressure, your heart rate, all that normal stuff. And then once they finish doing that and you're okay to go, then they will put you on the laptop and leave, and you will answer a series of questions, and you have to do this every time. And ask about your like health history, if you've had sex with prostitutes or someone who could have had like this or that. Then after that, you wait for them to come back. They'll be like, okay, cool, and they'll have all of the stuff ready to take you on over to like the beds. They'll lay you down, kind of feel for your vein. They'll also make you like squeeze this little, it's like a little ball with a loop on it so that you can keep it on your finger. Like they'll make you squeeze that so that they can find your vein, and then they'll mark it off. So they will take some iodine if you're not allergic to it. I don't know what they'll like. I don't know what they'll use if you're allergic to iodine. But they'll take the iodine and just rub it on and just wait for it to dry. They'll put a cuff on your arm, like the blood pressure cuffs, and then look for your vein again. And then they'll kind of like lock off the cuff so it keeps that pressure. And then around that point is where they put in the needle and then kind of just tape it to your arm, and then just kind of runs with tubes onto the side. And you just kind of stay there moving your fingers on the little ball. Although a lot of times, because I didn't know that it's not how like strongly you grab it, but how much your fingers move, they would often switch me to like a little roll, and I would have to roll it. But now I know that it'll go faster if you move your fingers a lot. They'll just do that for a while. They'll come along and check. They'll tell you if you're going too slow. And then when you're done, they just take the needle out and then put, that stuff. They'll put gauze on your hands, and then they'll tell you to hold it and hold your arm up. And then you just kind of do that for a while, and then they come and then just tape it off, and then they gently help you get up and go to the resting area where there is all the food. And then you, generally you should stay there for like a good 15 minutes just to make sure that you're not going to start like fainting or anything, because yeah. And yeah, sometimes you won't feel great after you donate. My first time, like immediately after, I felt on top of the world. I felt like I could take on anything. But then, like, I'd say maybe a half hour later, oh, I did not feel good. But that passed, and then second time I felt great. Well, like, I felt fine the entire day. Third time, I don't think I had a problem either. And then this last time, the problem with my last time was that I didn't know about it until the morning of, so I didn't get to prepare like I usually do, and I wasn't feeling my best. So when I gave blood, I felt fine, and then I was walking, and then I felt like I was gonna like pass out. So yeah, don't give blood if the day before or anything you were not feeling great, because that's probably what made me feel so bad. Like, I felt bad for the rest of the day. So just keep that in mind. So when you give blood for your first time, they will send you your donor card in the mail. Yeah, it looks like this. It will have your name, your region, and your blood type. So that's why I said that you don't need to know your blood type, because we'll have it right on there. When you get this, it has a SPAR code, so that whenever you go back, all you have to do is scan it, and then just fill out the things I told you, just like the basic ones, and you're good. And then on the back it has to fill in the dates, which I haven't done. But yeah, so you'll get this card, and also they'll start calling you periodically to ask if you can go to blood drives. Because, I mean, like I said before, there is not enough blood being donated. Like, there's way more people who need blood than the people who can get blood. So that's kind of also why I'm making this video, so you guys can go give blood, and, you know, just that little bit helps, you know, because there's always a constant need for blood, and just only 10% of the population gives blood. So that's a problem. And yeah, we should try a solution to that. And you should, once you give blood, if you were okay with it, I mean, if you were like terrified the entire time and just are scarred for life for some reason, then maybe don't give blood again or wait a while. But if you're fine, I recommend going back as often as possible. There's a certain amount of time that you have to wait between. I would say around that. I generally wait a little bit longer. But, you know, just the idea of going back multiple times to give blood is a really good thing. Because, again, there's just not enough blood, and you can do something about that. So, yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and comment with questions. And if you want to make an appointment, or if... Remember, this camera really enjoys cutting me off, but pretty much all I wanted to say was that if you want to sign up for an appointment, or if you want to just learn more about blood donation and see if you're eligible, please go to redcrossblood.org. I'll put the link in the down bar and in the annotation right in this general area. So yeah, go do that, share this video to spread the word, and have a beautiful, wondrous, fantastical day. Bye.